Hi. I'm Emeric from Belgium, as my fellow companions. He's Jean, Pascal, and Edwin is going to come with us in a few moments. We made, we built some kind of setup. Can I hold? Yeah, thanks. Okay, so we've spent 24 hours busy building a setup that is intended to allow several users to play music together, electronic music, that they will be able to play live. That is to say, they will be played in real notes. There are no melodies pre-recorded or anything of that kind. And what is really specific about this installation is that all the instruments that the users are gonna use are connected somehow with a set of rules which make each instrument influence each other. So I'm going to break the installation into smaller parts to be able to present you the different devices that we use. I don't know if I can get some camera support, or is the GoPro giving something? In fact, there are things happening in the computer, but the most interesting hacks happen on the table. Can I use this myself? Oh. Oops. I don't touch. Well, we'll start with the most basic concept. Here we got a first iPad, which is running a custom application we built last night, which is in fact 8 pads on the screen that simply trigger MIDI notes. And it is used to set the scale and the chords that the users are allowed to explore with the other interfaces. So he can act as a melody master of the whole concept. Yeah. We've got a second one, an iPad here that has been a little bit hacked. It's running another custom application. I guess you don't see anything. No. Okay. We have transformed this iPad into a multi-touch XY surface that allows to play melodies. And there are several other parameters that allow to modify the sound that you play. The screen is sensible to the size of the touch, but we also added a pressure sensor below the iPad that allows you to push really hard on the screen until something happens. As I said earlier, the notes available for this screen are determined, are fixed by the scale that are chosen. We are using some microcontroller here to get the pressure back into the computer. The third chapter is about this legacy joystick, which allows the user to play the bass. There are several options, like the Y-axis controls some morphing process about the sound. There's an intelligent pitch band that goes to seek the next valid note in the scale that has been defined. So the scale always comes from the first iPad. And finally, we have the fourth chapter of our story, which is some kind of wearable device, because it's based on a PS3 Bluetooth controller that has been stripped apart, and we replaced one of its analog joystick by a fader, which is equipped on its cap by pressure sensors. And you can see that we use this fader to play the drums and some additional melodies just by pressuring the cap itself. Yep. This device has a gyroscope, so it can, when you turn it, it influences the sound of the bass. Whoa. And all these devices send MIDI messages that are gathered into Ableton Live, where we have been using a lot of tools that we develop as part of our research, like the ability to play the drums with a fader or another special things. But maybe I won't go into too much details because do we see the images? Ah, yeah. In fact, it is happening on the lower left device, which is a Max for Live patch called Beat Fader. And it allows you to transform any fader into a triggering device. You see, you place notes on the course of the fader, and when you hit them, it sends notes, essentially. So here we have a demonstration with like 2 fingers. Yeah.
The same with 2 axes. So it's the same algorithm, just you have more sounds available. The funny things with the setup, you have to understand, because you cannot see that, but you can listen to, that anything that what you do on a device have an impact on the complete system. So if you listen to let's take something simple like this kick drum, okay? The pitch will change as we will advance in the chord progression. So to be able to hear the chords, I need to push this.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of special options and many things very complicated in the setup. We would like to talk to you a few hours about everything that's included, but I think there's a schedule to respect here. So I give you back your mic.
That's fantastic. Thank you guys, that's amazing. And this is all created overnight and pieced together, gaffer tape included.
I forgot to present ourselves as a collective. We are Herrmutt Lobby from Belgium, a collective of musicians, technicians, programmers, and we do all sorts of things like software releases, records, installations, and soon, one day, maybe some hardware based on our research. So, meet you in the future.
Thank you. Absolute delight to have you guys here. Thank you so much for coming.